Hi, I'm so happy to be able to talk to you. It's a privilege to be able to reach you. I hope all is well. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but today I want to check in with you, see how you're doing. So, for example, please tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing with self-love? How do you feel about yourself? What kind of thoughts go through your mind? What keeps you awake at night? What would you say is your biggest worry or concern or problem that has you tossing and turning at night? And what do you think you can do right now to make a change? Because I know that we can change our lives. We can take something that we learn, we can find inspiration, we can get sparked, and then begin to make that difference. Whether it's making a difference in other people's lives or making a difference in our own lives. But actually, I think there's a symbiotic relationship there, because when you make a change in your life, the people who love you and care about you and who are in your inner circle, they will likewise notice and wonder, what's different about her or him? What is he doing differently? And I kind of like this change, it's making me, happy, excited. And then they become inspired to take steps to make changes in their lives. And what are we here for? We are here to serve, to give our gifts, to share of ourselves. So what prevents us from being fully who God created us to be on this planet and really being present and aware and in the flow, in tune, to develop our skills, abilities, and talents so that we can broadcast and share the message that's in our hearts and in our minds in the world? You know what it is? I bet you have an idea. And it's really sad. So many of us just don't feel good enough. We don't feel like we're smart enough or worthy enough, or someone's voice that we heard in our childhood who was very critical, it gets in there and it is in our subconscious mind and it does some damage. So what you do not want to do is repeat that voice. You want to silence that voice. Even use an NLP technique and imagine that voice or the person who spoke negativity over your life, or who, God, heaven forbid, cursed you in your life. Oh, I know what that's like. My father did it. And I was just like, you could not have said that. And it was so hard to erase it and undo the damage. I mean, I've spent countless thousands of hours reading personal growth and development books and books on mind, body, spirit, life, transformation, business, marketing, you name it. If it looked like it could help with making that change and transformation, I bought it. So I want you to really hear me right now. Even if you start judging, because we can judge. Sometimes we judge the person we're listening to. Sometimes we judge ourselves, or something gets triggered. But I want you to take some time and think about how you can best respond when that voice arises that seeks to limit you. We call them limiting beliefs. As an act of self-love, what can you do? You can say, no, I'm not going to listen to you. You're wrong. You can test the voice. You can see if it's true, see if it's good. And if it's not good and it's not true, you just let it go. Let it go away, flow away, so that you can shine and be you. And part of self-love is self-care. You think about what your needs are as a person, what your values are, what your boundaries. And if some person dares to cross you, you don't let it happen. Or if it happens once, you make sure it doesn't happen again. You gently take that person and firmly remind them and say, no. With me right now, say, no. No, I will not let you do that. No, that is not right. Sorry, notification came in. No, I am worth more than that. And you stand in your power, like right now. You stand in your power and you harness that feeling. So remember, you have power inside your heart, inside your mind, inside your spirit. And when someone dares to harm you, you take a step back and you say, I am worthy. I am a child of the Most High God. I have a purpose. I have a mission. I have a vision in life. And you are not going to stop me. In fact, watch me. You're going to watch me do what you said that I couldn't do. And you feel that fire within. And you nurture that flame. And you feed it so that you can be the best you. And what does that look like? Self-care can be, wonderful, relaxing bubble baths. It can be a day at the spa, going to the sauna, swimming, doing your favorite exercise, engaging in your hobby, writing in your journal. It can be exercising your gift, doing what makes you feel whole and complete. And when you practice self-care and you show yourself self-love and you show yourself self-respect, more people will also notice that. And they will notice like, I can't do that with her. She's not going to let me get away with that. I can't insult her. I can't use the New York wit on her. No, she's going to call me out. By the way, what is that New York wit? Is that just code to insult and hurt people and by being sarcastic and poo-poo their dreams or their goals? I'm getting a little personal here, but someone that I actually had a little bit of admiration for, and because of being a fellow author, I thought, oh yeah, I really want to build a great relationship with this woman. But she criticized someone's idea and business concept in a very uncouth way, very rude. And that really got under my skin. And I'm not going to say that much more because, hush, hush. I'm not a name dropper. And, even though it's tempting to sometimes, because sometimes there's that little bit of karma, or you're like, has someone ever really sinned against you, sinned against God, and you were wondering, gosh, what kind of karma has that person received? And you look at their lives, from a distance, or what you can hear, and you're like, have they ever experienced karma? But you don't want to get caught up in that. You want to forgive. So it's kind of funny, things come out when you're just talking, like when you're going live on the video and you haven't done a video in a while. So we'll just put that on the shelf, maybe journal about it later, right? So back to self-love. I want you to write in your journal today or tonight, before you go to bed, all the things you love about yourself. What makes you special? What makes you unique? What are your gifts? What are your talents? What are your abilities? What makes you shine? What are your accomplishments? What are your achievements? And don't compare yourself to others, because you were created differently. There are some people who will gravitate towards your voice, your message, and maybe not others. I know sometimes I'll be looking for a teaching, whether it's a business tutorial or how to, plan and organize pre-launches and book sales and book promotions, or get more info on business. And I'll come across certain teachers who are like, oh, I like this person. I like their attitude. I like their spirit. I like their tone of voice. I love their face. They keep my attention, their body language. They have energy. They bring it. And other people are like, hi, I'm here today to talk to you about how to get more followers and subscribers and build your reading list. Like, no. Okay, stop. No, next. And then others who just are like, they have this kind of edgy sarcasm to them. Now, if you like that, then by all means, I'm probably not your guru, because I'm not going to be edgy and sarcastic. I'm the life guidance angel, so I'm here about love, light and love and la la, right? Yeah, in La La Land in LA, of course. So that's where la la comes. Anyway, back to the point. And forgive me because it's not always easy for me to stick to the darn point. I have an idea of what I want to say, and then there are tangents, but things evolve, and that's fine. When you have that time and you are questioning yourself, you're questioning your value, you think, oh my gosh, oh, I fear I've been left behind, or so much has happened, years have passed, and things just didn't go the way I thought they would, right? Your plans, people get stuck. Some people are comfortable, and then maybe a tragedy happens and that shakes their whole world up. Now, sometimes you really need to pay attention when you see the signs of the tower is starting to shake. Something's not quite right. That's a red flag. That's another red flag. You need to act, not just like observe. Because sometimes we're just like, patiently, we watch, we observe, this is happening, and like, what am I going to do about it? Let me think. But sometimes you can pontificate and think for too long. So get on that boat, get on that train, get on that car that's moving swiftly, and follow the path to your dreams, your goals. Think about, without getting stuck in the how, because sometimes that feeling of not being good enough or not knowing enough or not having all of the degrees, the PhDs, all the master's degrees, all of the credibility, all of the things that our society really values. And when we listen to that monkey brain, it slows us down in life. Perfect example. I took a big step forward because I did not want to show my face on camera. I did not. And I had to put makeup on and get all dolled up because, ever since 2020 and COVID and stay at home, I fell into a pattern, a habit of, I'm in my pajamas, I'm working from home, working on my business, gonna build this business empire, yo! Woo! Where'd that come from? Sorry, closet entertainer in LA, or Hollywood. But anyway, reel that back in, right? Whew. Take a deep breath. Yeah. So, pajamas. Not doing my hair, just putting it up, no makeup. You do that for like 2.5 years, you're gonna get out of the habit of getting dressed up and getting prepared and for the camera or to go live or to be seen. And the one thing that I could have done with my business, you can post every day on social media. It's like you're posting into the oblivion, right? Unless you master the art of getting attention and attraction, because we live in an attention attraction economy. So how do we connect this to self-love? Well, what do you do when you love yourself? You do what you're afraid to do. You step out of your comfort zone. You do things and you take massive action. You go for 10x or 2x until you figure out how to do 10x. You study the masters. You look at what people who have done what you want to do, where they're at and what they've done, because success leaves clues. And when you love yourself, you think about how God wants you to be. And you think about that life force that he gave you, and you honor your heart, and you think about what's in your heart and you follow it. So right now you put your hands on your heart, right? Put your hands on your heart, on your chest now, and feel the power. Listen, understand the sacredness. You are here. Not everyone else is here. There are some people who didn't wake up today, and some died young. You've been given another day. It's a gift. What do you do with a gift? Celebrate. Whoa, I got a gift. Yay, yay, yay. Right? You open it. How do you treat the giver? Oh, with appreciation, reverence, love, respect, right? Adoration. Let's hope so. So when people give you a gift, show them that extra love and appreciation. I had a conversation recently with someone, and she basically said that people aren't nice anymore. I'm like, no, well, that's unfortunate because who are the examples? Who are the heroes and the sheroes? Who are the the people who have a lot of attention? The spotlight is shining on them. And are they nice? Are they kind? Or do they have other characteristics? So be the kind person. Surprise someone. Practice a random act of kindness. And part of self love is giving to others. So as you give more and more, you feel like you're getting a reward and filled up too. So instead of giving from an empty cup, you also take time. And what do you do to replenish your reserves? For me, I like to read books, write, think, plan, record ideas, spend time in nature, caress, massage a flower, touch a tree, do some grounding exercises, and feel what was originally intended to be. A lot of people kind of messed up our planet, which is sad, but we can still respect and show love for creation. So if you see, for example, a stray kitty cat or a puppy dog or an animal in distress, by showing that animal love and that you value life, you also love yourself in return in an interesting way. As you provide and care for or supply, help and uplift another, we make the world a better place. And yes, it's time to sing Kumbaya and, sit by the campfire and roast marshmallows. It would be fun. But cultivate community. Find other people who might feel lonely or alone, who might be struggling. Some people struggle silently. Sometimes someone projects a certain image or persona, but inside you'll never know what they're really thinking or feeling because they don't want the mask to fall off. That public image is important. It really is. There's authenticity, and there's a mix of authenticity and being kind or being tactful. So if someone triggers you because you want to look at yourself and your behavior and be proud of yourself, say, I approve of myself. I remember this affirmation that Louise Hay said, I approve of myself. And it's a good affirmation. So as an act of self-love, you want to engage in behaviors where you will approve of yourself and you'll be proud of yourself. You'll be happy. You want to pat yourself on the back for doing that, for overcoming that fear. And some fears are weird. It's like false evidence appearing real. Or is it a comfort zone? Or is it a stuck point? Or is it just like, I don't know if I want to do that. Or like, I'd rather do this. And there are some people, they'll make things very, very complicated. They'll add countless steps when really they just need to figure out the first step. Trust that while they do the first step, that they will navigate and learn and figure out the other ones along the way, or things will be revealed, or once you're in the process of doing, there's self-correction because you're going to make mistakes. Many people think about starting a business for years and years and like, I want to start a business. And they don't get into it. And the thing is, you have to be prepared to fail. I failed a lot. Still trying to sometimes nurture, and so I'm like, why didn't that work? It was hard. It was so hard to shut down an online store when I built up to have almost over 6,000, 7,000 plus products. Numbers are not my thing. So, and there are lessons you learn, okay, if you're about to start a business, you have to find support. You have to find the need. You have to, think about what people really want, what they're hungry for. So it's not just your taste. You think, I like pink. Other people will like pink too. Oh, I'll create a pink store. Yeah, I go there like a lead balloon. Except now, pink is hot because of Barbie. Woo, yay, everything trending is pink. You're like, oh, I hatched that wave like a year or two ago. So you will make mistakes. You will fail. You will be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Why did I roll my eyes? Oh, fudge, I did that. Oh, darn, mistake, right? It happens. We're human. There are people gonna hate you. There are people going to be like criticizing you and say, "Oh, why did you say that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. Oh, you're devil." You gotta quiet the haters. You have to push forward, build up that momentum, find your tribe. Sometimes you'll stand alone. Sometimes there will be periods of darkness where you're alone, and God will have you thinking and thinking and praying, and you'll be on your knees. You're like, oh Lord God Almighty, give me the strength to get through this. Okay. And then you might have a surprise, and you might go to a bookstore and meet the love of your life. And that person is there to always point out to you where you can grow and helps you to grow. You sometimes may be on the verge of giving something up. And then just before you're about to give up, you'll hear a message, or you'll get a word of encouragement, or you will see a sign, or there will be some kind of happy surprise. But I have to remind you, you have to put yourself out there. And I know it's harder when we're working from home, or even during the 2020, 2021, 2022, I forget when every single person decided to leave their house. Some people stayed in longer because they were like, I don't know if I want to be exposed yet to all this stuff. And you gradually reintegrate with society, and then you're practicing your social skills, and pick up the phone and call people. And some of us actually went from being extroverted to being more introverted. It's kind of interesting. But I think sometimes we can go through phases in our spiritual growth and in our development. And part of self-love is accepting who you are, flaws, weaknesses, the first gray hair, the first wrinkle that you try to pretend never, ever happened, and put makeup on, or stand or sit very far away from the camera. Or, we're human. Things change. Our faces change. Our bodies change. And we may try to hold on to the glory and the beauty of youth, right? Because it gives us some type of comfort. And we're like, oh, the glory days. Oh, listen to music from the 1980s. La, 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 sing along, dance, pretend. But the past is gone. It's dead. It's buried. Do not pick up those dry, dead bones. Kind of a paraphrase from the Bible. I think it was Ezekiel. Instead, be present. Think about what you can do today. What can you do to make a difference? Can you help an elderly lady carry her groceries or walk across the street? Can you sign up for someone's membership or product? Can you support a small business? Can you choose to buy a product from a female-owned business rather than a huge retail chain where the billionaires just need more yachts? They don't need more yachts. They just want more yachts. Can you write a review for your friend's book? Don't ask me where that came from. She's got personality plus. It just oozes out sometimes. Gotcha. So, or could be intensity. It's the fiery lioness. Or, make a list. What can you do to make someone's day? Can you like or share their social media posts? Especially if you know they're, let's say, a life or motivational coach, or they started a business and they're trying to build momentum. They're trying to, make a better life for their family. They're trying to encourage their mother, or they're trying to make a difference. There are some people who have a mission. They have their vision, they have their purpose, and they don't have much attention because they haven't yet cracked the algorithm. And there's a lot of competition out there. We've got literally millions, hundreds of millions, practically billions of people on social media platforms. So when you put out one thing, it's not gonna be seen, unless it's got pixie dust, fairy dust, magic attached to it, and some kind of unique hypnosis, NLP, neurolinguistic programming, neuromarketing, psychology wrapped around it. And even then, probably need to do a lot of it and very consistently to get seen and get noticed. We all have varying degrees of, I'll say, luck. And if you haven't had that much luck in your life or good fortune, you need self-love even more. You can't listen to those who put water on your dreams. When I say put water on your dreams, let's say your dreams are like fiery and, there's a lot of heat, but, someone kind of rained on your parade, for lack of a better expression. So as an act of self-love, I also want you to look in the mirror and do mirror work. Mirror work is really beautiful. You just look at yourself, your eyes, your smile, and you say, I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. You can do this. You got this. You're my shiro, or you're my hero. God wants you to overcome this. He wants you to move past your pain. And as you move past your pain, your mess can be your message. And you need to know that you're not alone. Even though you may feel alone, you're not alone. Not everyone knows how to show love, to be loving, or even values love. And some people are just like really in darkness. Like they have like a dark cloud in their souls. Pray for them. Pray for your enemies. Pray for those people who've hurt you. Pray for those people who deleted your manuscript of almost 300 pages, or that was hard. That was a hard forgiveness process. Pray for anyone who has caused sabotage. They have some real darkness and problems in their lives. And I think that we develop resilience through trials and tribulations. And as we overcome and as we grow, we can share our knowledge, our wisdom. Maybe we've gone through that dark night of the soul, and now we're feeling better. And so we can pass along the wisdom, the knowledge, the pearls. Because there are some people, they have such blinders on their eyes, they can't see anything and are tormented by the voice of doubt, by the voice of depression, by if they had PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, they may be dealing with lingering symptoms and triggers. So have empathy, be aware, be sensitive. And it's really good to also, as an act of self-love, to develop your communication skills, to know how to handle and manage conflict, to negotiate favorable terms for yourself. Ask for what you want. Believe that you are worthy. Go for what you want and what you need and what's in your heart. And when you see someone who could use a helping hand, who could use some guidance, be that loving life guidance angel and take some time to help someone get back on the right path, especially if they may be strayed. Sometimes we may have some negative influences in our lives, such as a false friend. And this is going to sound a little odd, but narcissists can come in all shapes, sizes, and ages. So when I say the word narcissist, you may have an image of someone who's very arrogant, very cocky, very proud and peacocking and snobby and snooty and such. And probably young and vibrant and beautiful or handsome, right? But what if I told you an 80 or 85-year-old or almost 90-year-old narcissist still exists or lives, and they can be quite deadly with their poison because you don't expect it? Because you're turning towards someone who's older, thinking of them being a mentor, but they may not want to see you succeed. They will not want necessarily tell you that, but instead they sabotage your efforts. You must screen people. You must use discernment. You must look into their eyes and seek to see their soul in order to protect yourself. You need to protect your confidence. So part of self-love, when you feel your self-esteem growing, as you do the exercises, as you flex your self-love muscles, when your confidence improves, increases, it is time to guard that and protect it and nurture it, because it's hard won. Just like you protect your house, you protect your possessions, you protect your pets, you protect you. Use common sense, use wisdom, be the light. And thank you for watching, and I hope you gained some value from this message. And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Please share. And let's hope that I will be consistent and show up on video again with a better plan. And, figuring out the how-tos. And here go the glasses. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. Love, love, love.